Good morning students. This is my lecture number 1 for class 11 students, subject English, from book Hornbill. Students, before I begin with your syllabus, I must tell you that you people have 2 course books in your English subject. The main course book is Hornbill and your supplementary reader is Snapshots. First of all, I shall begin with your main course book, that is Hornbill. This is my lecture number 1 for the poem A Photograph, composed by Shirley Tolson. The poem A Photograph contrasts the eternal state of nature and the transitory state of human beings. Transitory means temporary. The poet Shirley Tolson describes a photograph that captures interesting moments of her mother's childhood when she went for a sea holiday with her 2 girl cousins. Children, this poem is actually a tribute to the poet's mother when she is looking at an old photograph of her mother which has a frame of cardboard. The picture has 3 girls in which the middle one is the oldest and the tallest, that is the poet's mother. Now, let's begin with the poem. The poem says, the cardboard shows me how it was when the 2 girl cousins went paddling. Paddling means walking. Each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. In these lines, the poet Shirley Tolson talks about an old-looking photo which is made up of a cardboard, and what she sees in this picture that there are 3 girls total in number who are walking on the beach holding each other's hands. The girl in the middle is the tallest and oldest. The other 2 girls on each side are younger than her. Therefore, it is written, each one holding one of my mother's hands. That means the poet's mother is in the middle, and on each side of hers there are 2 girl cousins holding her hand, and she means the poet's mother, the big girl who is some 12 years or so. That is the poet's mother who is around 12 years old when this picture was taken. Then the poet says, all three, who are those 3? The poet's mother and her 2 girl cousins stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera, a sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. In these lines, the poet describes how the photograph was taken at the sea beach. Her mother's uncle took the photograph and told them to stop and pose. Therefore, it is written, all 3 stood still. Whenever we are photographed, we also stand still. We also give different poses. In the same manner, they went with their uncle at the sea beach, and their uncle was holding a camera to capture that sweet moment into it. Therefore, the uncle asked those 3 girls to stand still and laugh. Write, a sweet face, my mother's. Then all 3 of them left their wet hair open and smiled at the camera. The poet's attention is drawn towards his mother's face, which is described as a sweet face. The poet describes her mother's face as a sweet face, and the photograph was taken long before the poet was born. This photograph which she is describing was taken before this poet Shirley Tolson was born, right? And the poet calls their feet transient, terribly transient, as they were so young by then. Transient means short term, temporary. So the poet calls their feet terribly transient, as they were so young by then, and now they had grown older. On the other hand, the poet shows the contrast of the nature with human beings. The poet tells that the sea which touched their feet has changed less. These lines show that nature is permanent and humans are temporary. That sea has not brought many changes. It was as it is. It is as it was when the poet's mother was 12 years and so. In next lines, the poet says, some 20-30 years later, she means the poet's mother, would laugh at the snapshot. See, Betty and Dolly. Children, remember, these are the names, Betty and Dolly, of those two girl cousins which the poet can see in the photograph of her mother. So the mother would laugh at the snapshot and would tell those cousins, see, Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. They refers to the elders of those girls, right? So the poet in this line says that some 20 or 30 years later, when the mother would look at this photograph, at this snapshot, and say to those girl cousins by addressing them Betty and Dolly, see how our elders dressed us for that sea beach holiday that we enjoyed. Children, when you look at your childhood photographs, you also get surprised. Sometimes those photographs make you laugh, that how we looked like when we were very young. In the similar manner, when the poet's mother will look at her snapshot after 20 or 30 years later, she would compare her looks of those days with the present days. That would make her laugh, and she would even laugh at her dressing sense. Then in next lines, the poet says, the sea holiday which her mother enjoyed at the beach with her two girl cousins and her uncle was her past, that has become the past of her mother. Mine is her laughter. Mine means the poet. The poet talks that the sea holiday has become my mother's past, and for me, my mother's laughter has become my past. Both of us means the poet and her mother. Both rhyme with the labored ease of loss. Rhyme means here ironic or mocking. So the poet recalls the sea holiday was her mother's favorite moment from the past, while the poet's favorite moment from the past was her mother's laughter. Now, both the women would think about those past memories which they cannot live again. They tried their best to adjust to what they lost. What have they lost? The mother has lost her sea holiday, her past, and the poet has lost her mother's laughter, because her mother is no more now. In next lines, Shirley Tolson says, now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. You need to understand this line. She says, she has been dead. Who has been dead here? The poet's mother. Has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. When this photograph was captured, how long was she? She was 12 years old, which has already been told. And now, those many years have passed. Means, 12 years have passed that the poet's mother has died. And of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. In the above lines, the poet says that her mother died 12 years ago, the same age her mother was in the photograph. Whenever the poet thinks of her mother's death, she cannot explain what effect she has of her mother's death. Death has silenced her mother, which has also left her speechless. She says, now there is nothing to describe anymore, because the death has made my mother silenced, and the death of my mother has silenced me. So it is only and only the silence which silences me, and I find myself all alone. The poet cannot express the grief that she has from her mother's absence. Before I end up the poem, let me tell you the summary of the poem for your better understanding, children. This poem, a photograph, is actually a tribute to the poet's mother. She is looking at an old photograph of her mother, which has a frame of cardboard. This picture has 3 girls, in which the middle one is the oldest and the tallest, to which she describes as a sweet face, that is the poet's mother. It's her mother when she was 12 years old or so. Beside her on both sides are her 2 girl cousins named Betty and Dolly. They are holding both hands from each side of the poet's mother, and they are younger than the poet's mother. They went on the sea beach to enjoy their sea holiday, with their uncle having a camera to capture the sweet moment of their journey or of their enjoyment at the sea beach. The uncle asks these girls to laugh at the camera and stand still to give a pose. Then all 3 of them stood still and laughed. As it was a sea beach, then the wind was blowing and their hair were falling onto their face, and they all stood still to be captured in the camera. And then the poet describes that after 20 or 30 years later, if her mother had looked at this snapshot, would have laughed a lot to see how their elders dressed them up for their sea holiday. And she would address to her cousins Betty and Dolly, and they all 3 of them would laugh after having a look on the photograph, that how differently they were dressed up when they were very young. This poem is actually a tribute that she is paying to her dead mother, because the poet is sad as she has lost her mother. She has written this poem in the memory of her mother, in which she tells that my mother is no more, and both of us are at labored ease of loss. My mother has lost her laughter, and I, the poet, has lost the mother. So, after losing the mother, she remains silent and sad. And a very beautiful fact that Shirley Olson has described the difference between the nature and human's life through an example of the sea. The sea which appears to have changed less, which means that the sea which touched her mother's feet is one which has not changed over the years, whereas her mother and her cousins grew older. The sea symbolizes eternity and immortality, and it shows that nature is permanent, whereas human life is not permanent. The poet at the end is sad about her mother's demise. Demise means death, 12 years ago, and her laugh is her favorite past memory. This is the end of the poem. Now, children, I'll tell you some of the literary devices used in this poem. You can see there are the lines in which alliteration has been used. Before, you need to understand what does alliteration mean. Alliteration is a repetition of a constant sound at the beginning of two or more consecutive words. For example, stood still. You see S is repeated. Through dear, T is repeated. My mother's, MM repeated. Terribly transient, T repeated. Silence, silences, S repeated. So children, where there is a repetition of a constant sound at the beginning of two or more consecutive words, there it is the literary device called alliteration. I hope now you have understood the poem. And children, on the basis of understanding the poem, you have to summarize it in your Fair English notebook as it was explained in this lecture. I hope you people will be capable enough to do this. Thank you. Have a nice day.